Instagram posts and whatever, Jared's building an engine right now for this truck. And this truck, the engine that's in it is wore out. So it is more or less on borrowed time. He had a lifter or something go haywire on him last year or the year before, and we're really surprised at this point that it's still running. So he's got that he's working with, and once he gets that engine done, he's going to pull this engine out, that rebuilt 3406B in there, and then he hasn't decided what he's going to do with this engine that's in this truck currently right now. Now we do have a guest working with us today. Is Steve Nestle, otherwise known as ISX Cummins. And if you follow along on the other social media stuff, you'll learn why he is actually here today. He actually dropped something off, and I probably won't do that video for a couple of days. And I really shouldn't keep it from you as to what it is, but we ended up buying a service truck. I bought it on a Iron Planet auction here last week, and Steve picked it up here the other day, and he had some other items that he had to deliver inside of New York State here, right here, and kind of local to me, and he was able to drop that service truck off here today. We'll have to do a full video on that service truck here once I get a hot minute. But he only had a couple of hours left on his log, on his clock there, and he didn't have a load lined up. And I said, hey, we're going to start chopping here. Do you want to drive silage truck? He says, why, certainly. So these guys were hauling manure. Sarah and Andrew were in the field. Fitzy, Davey, Jared, and Alex were running semi-trailer, and Fitzy unhooked the Western Star, put that on a Moss trailer, and Steve is in behind us right now with the Western Star and the red Moss trailer. So this should be for a little bit of a different situation for him. He's actually able to do some trucking off-road. So we'll have him for a few hours here tonight, and we'll just see what he thinks of chopping alongside this little John Deere chopper. He delivered I don't know if it was an 8700 chopper or a 9700 chopper here just a couple of days ago. He trucked it from, I want to say it was from Kansas to his home state. And he actually needed assistance getting it off the trailer. He called me the other night and he says, hey, we don't know how to release the park brake. I said, well, it's a button that's in the middle. I couldn't even tell him where it was, because it's just by habit that I can reach over and release the park brake and put it in the, put it in the field mode so that he can lift the head up. They were able to get it unloaded from the trailer. everybody say hello to Steve. There he is, right there. All right. I don't know how he's gonna like the Western Star compared to the internationals that he has. He loves them internationals. But I think he has owned a Western Star before. He might even own a couple of them. So, we got a professional truck driver with us today. Alright, we got Steve loaded and Jared's coming up on deck here. I'll have to get Steve's input on the old Western Star. See how that truck stacks up for him. There he goes. Alright, we got a couple of sprinkles on the windshield. I did get a horseshoe coming down through that windrow. And we had some sprinkles on the window, but it is stopped doing that here now, so that is good. So we'll keep at it here. Hopefully we can at least get this 50-60 acres done and get moved on to the next farm, which is the Hudson farm. So we're gonna keep at it here. Blow the horn. I think I'm going to turn in this side driveway, Alex. It's just up here a little ways on this side hill field, and we'll chop it towards Monroe Road. Yeah, come on in, driver. Crossing the grain bends where we'll start. if you guys recognize this field, but that's the spot over there where we skipped planting last year and we reseeded it this spring. So we came from that other field. Alex has got just a small jag on. Sarah's in behind her. Fitzy he's pulling in right now. And yeah. This is quite a bit greener. It's got more rain here. Heavy. So we should be able to get Alex loaded before we get to the steep part of the field that's in behind us here. Make a round, we'll get up by the road here and go back down through, and then we'll have her loaded, and then I can work on these straight trucks getting this steep part of the side hill off. She's got about enough on that's wet and heavy, and it just gets into more of a side hill on this other end. So, alright, we got Sarah up on deck here. Steve with his last load, and it worked out pretty good. He was able to drive for us today. It was kind of up in the air whether or not we were going to be able to chop anything with the rain that we had received here last night. After he dropped the service truck off, I said, I think I'm going to try to chop some hay. I said, you want to drive truck for a while? He said, sure, I'd like a little bit of a change of pace here for a hot minute. So my nephew was drawing manure with this Western Star, and he hooked it up to this Moss silage trailer, and we threw Steve in it and said, let's get her done. So that's where we're at. We are about 10 miles away from home now. The first farm we started on was a little further than that, but it was west of where we are now. And he was able to follow one of the other guys to the field, and that's how he was able to get himself around here. So got him just about loaded, and the way this field is, I probably shouldn't take him any further because we got quite a side hill here. Let's go back around the other way. Come right around to your left side here, Steve. This old boy here is quite the driver, I can tell you that. Steve, that'll do it for tonight. I appreciate the help. You can park that trailer about anywhere as long as it's out of the way.
Copy that. Appreciate the opportunity, man. This is fun.
Jared here now. Yeah, thanks again, Steve. Maybe next time you're around the area, if we're chopping corn or something, we can try to keep you busy.
It wasn't a very big job for years ago, though.
Alright, so he'll head that back to the farm, and yeah, nice change of pace for him anyways. We do appreciate all of what he has done for us in the past here, with trucking various pieces of equipment in for us and just getting things done. So with that being said, that is gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.